luck, guys.
Have fun, guys.
Good luck.
Good everyone. Back and fun, everyone.
And they're onto the start-finish straight, just about to kick it off here. Bill Kerman is about to cross the start-finish line, and they are off, and thus begins Season 2 main series of the Project Cars Drivers Club League. This hairpin kind of crimping them up a little bit here. See if we can get anything on the trackside cameras. Nothing useful, really.
Guys, stay to the car in front of you.
It's lethargic, taking a kind of an odd angle through there. We'll check in with GTE as they start off the race here.
Sorry.
That's Burnix in the lead of the pack there, and they are well underway. Ooh, Sula looks like he lost a little bit of traction through T1 there. That's alright, there's a hairpin right here that will probably make up a little bit of that lost time.
Whoa, someone's lagging.
Who is it?
Don't know yet. A few different. Number 19, whoever's in 19.
Aerial man.
Is it me? You lagging?
That was only a quick. I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, let me know, guys. I mean, if it's too bad, I'll let you.
It looks like Logger lagging still.
I mean, I can see Sula and I see a ping of 160.
It was about 183.
Looks like LMP2 class is finishing up its first lap.
Great, but it's not too bad.
And Errol's moved up into P9, but otherwise not a lot doing here as far as position change.
LMP in the S's, guys.
With a wheel lock.
Raz is hot on the tail of the lethargic here, but don't think he'll be able to really make an overtake through this section.
I thought I saw a wheel lock.
I didn't even notice that he was missing.
That's an upside down in this
Still remaining in roughly the same position they were before.
Yeah, upside down.
Oh, shit.
Couple position swaps down there. That's Sula moving up a position. Lots of people in the backfield making some passes here. Ice is really putting on the pressure to extrovert here.
Yours. Yeah, you're bouncing a lot, Logger.
Yeah, you. Thanks, Simple. You just need to join me in the commentators booth. You always pick out these little things that I'm not seeing. He's right. It's a 2-second lead for Kerman in LMP2, but it looks like Echo's made up a little bit of time in the last sector. Right when we started talking about that, made up probably 3/10 on him. Ice still laying on the pressure.
Logger, you're bouncing about, mate, big time. It's really off-putting. Sorry.
Is everyone saying that?
You're just appearing like.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of lag on Logger as well. Lots of lag on Logger. That is unfortunate. Looks like somebody's got a penalty here. Whoa. Mari having a little bit of trouble coming out of the pits there.
I saw you take a dive. And
A lot of bit of trouble. That may have been a retirement.
Oh,
Yep.
bad luck,
Alright,
Ariel.
we'll check in with Harold here on Sam's tail.
Yeah, you're different, mate. Weird.
Polly's laying on that pressure with Sula. We'll see if he can make something of it. Yeah, not a lot doing with the trackside cams. Yeah, the pit stops are going to be interesting. They're going to make a huge difference because they're going to be chewing through tires on this. I didn't do too much testing with tire wear myself prior to the race, but the hards will probably make it a one stop if they want, but definitely not ideal in the conditions that we're dealing with here.
Yeah, partly it's leveled off a bit. Now it's still jumping around.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Harold's still keeping
So
up
is it
with
still
Sam there,
jumping
going
around?
it's still
off a
doing
little
it.
bit.
No different.
Yeah, he's managed to keep it together.
Appearing in front of me every sort of 5-10 seconds.
Looks like
Maybe a
Dabo,
bit
Classes,
longer,
and
10,
T'Challa
15 seconds.
are just making a train out of it
I
here.
mean, Dustin can confirm it, but it's quite off-putting. I don't mean to be a killjoy.
And that's Logger retired due to connection issues. Very unfortunate. Dabo is keeping well within T'Challa's slipstream here, and it looks like Claessens is right behind him. Oh yeah, they're bunching up pretty good here. They kept up that exit speed pretty well. Claessen's got the most of it there. Making the pass up into 10th for LMP2. And, oh, maybe got a little bit too much exit speed on those corners there. But he manages to keep it together. It looks like Echo has caught up with Bill Kerman through a little bit of GTE traffic here. That's Mad Dog into the pits already.
But in practice, it was shitloads. It's
I
accelerated
have the
definitely on.
opposite.
Alright.
Should be set to accelerated, but I didn't.
Oh, Claessens went off in a major way there. Lost a significant amount of time to Dabo then. While Dabo's still hot on T'Challa's tail. Check in with GTE here. We got 2, 3, 4 all together here. Extrovert, Ice, and Sula, whom we're on board with. Keeping it very tight through this section. Probably just a little bit behind them. Ice is getting real cozy with Extrovert's backside. Oh, he looking to make a move here. Not quite able to get anything done on the exit, but he is not done. Now, if he's smart, he's going to try to work a really, really smart exit speed out onto the start-finish straight here. Don't think he can quite get it together. Extrovert pulls ahead just a little bit. Sula has caught it back up a little bit too. I have a feeling these guys are going to stay in a bit of a train for a while here. Sula taking a nice wide angle. Now it looks like, oh my goodness. A 5-second lead from Lethargic to Kerman, who's in first overall, first in LMP class. He has just disappeared. Already dealing with some GTE traffic out here on the track. That is going to be tough to handle. A lot of the LMP, ooh, lost a little bit there maybe. A lot of the LMP2 field has spread out a fair bit, actually. There's not a lot going on. Claessens is making a pit stop now. A lot of early pit stops going on here. I'm not sure if these LMP2s are just chewing through softs extremely fast, or if they've maybe got a couple bumps to the aero while they're working through GTE traffic. It's hard to say. I haven't caught anybody before they go into the pits. And we can see just ahead, Ice is not laying off on Extrovert a single bit. Ice is really good at applying the pressure until he gets his way. He's a very assertive driver out here. Manages to be very clean and consistent while he does it. And that's Ice up into second place, passing Extrovert there. He can apply that pressure for days and just try to make passes on every corner and still manage to keep up his speed. It's quite impressive. Extrovert's definitely not thrown in the towel yet, and Sula is definitely still hungry for that podium here. Looks like Sam's caught up to Harold in LMP2 class. He might be going for 6th position here. Looks like Harold got a way better exit there. Let's see if Sam can catch it up a little bit. Not quite in the slipstream yet. This right-hand sweeper might be what he needs, and not quite. Maybe a little too fast through there, but he manages to keep up his speed really well. Staying about a second behind Harold there in the white and yellow car. Whoa, we got a big spin on the track there as Lethargic makes his way through the GTE traffic. Yeah, we wound up catching a lot more traffic than I thought we would this early in the race. So it's looking like it'll most likely stay this way. That's Sula keeping well within Extrovert's slipstream here. It looks like Ice has pulled ahead a little bit. So that may be second place secured for a little bit for Ice. Oh, very fast into the hairpin section here. Parney's caught up to Dickenmui, whom I still do not know how to pronounce his name, and probably will never learn. And that's Party moving up into 6th position in GTE class there. That's I think Lethargic's car. Yep, that's Lethargic trying to make his way past Parney here. And he'll get her done here. Oh, real close, real close. Lethargic not leaving him a lot of room. Kind of said, hey, give me that line. Looks like Parney didn't suffer too much for it. Yeah, Kerman has just absolutely pulled away from the LMP traffic. How does he do it? I don't know. He's got pace for days. Sula up into third. Looks like, oh, yep, he's made it stuck here.
That's a bit close, Apex.
And that's Extrovert into fourth off the podium. Harold is in the pits for the LMP2. Yeah, I've got a feeling Vernix and Sula want a good old 1-2 finish for their team here. I know Sula can race all day. He's a hungry guy. He won the 2.4 hours in Nürburgring with us. Really fast racer. I don't think he's in the AOR leagues this season. Most likely see him in there next season though. Looks like Dick's kind of sticking up close to Parney here. About a half second behind.
Oh, spin.
Oh, big old spin for Extrovert. He is off the track and he's losing position already.
Through the maggot and buckets.
Unfortunate.
On the curb.
No,
It's gonna be tough for him to find a clean entrance here. That looks like he made it by just fine. So that's Extrovert into fifth for GTE now, and Pauly has moved up into fourth place. He's still about 2 seconds behind Sula though, so he's got some ground to make up if he wants to get near that podium. And Harold came out of the pits a little bit ago, and he is clawing his way back through the field here. Oh boy. That will never cease to make me nervous. Oh. Got Echo. Whoa, big old spin there. I'm not sure who that was. But Echo is back up with Raz. As Kerman moves 14 seconds ahead. Just an insane lead.
what happened on?
It looks like Vernix has secured a 10-second lead in the GTE class as well. Very pacey. And Echo is going for the pass. They're too wide here. Looks like Echo is making it stick. Get on board with Raz. Yeah, that's Raz into third and Echo into second in the LMP class. Looks like Ice is past Harold in the LMP2 class. Harold's having just a hell of a time getting his LMP2 car back up into the grid. Not sure what exactly is to blame for that. If it's setup issues or tires or just an off day. It's hard to say, but it's definitely not where he wants to be right now. We'll see if Raz can make up some time as Echo gets caught out by some GTE traffic here. Doubtful. I think Echo will be...
That was a mistake of my own.
Both you and Extra made it.
That GTE car's just letting him through, so luckily Raz didn't lose too much time there.
That's what I get for trying to go into a corner with one hand. My front right's quite bad, the rest are alright.
Front right.
Sure wish these... Ice's tires are starting to go. Yeah. I sure wish these track cameras weren't so useless in this race, but I don't think we got any. We got some haze on another race in the season, but this should be the only foggy one, so we'll get some nice good pictures for you on the next race, but it's gonna be a lot of roof cams still here. Looks like Extrovert's taking a little peek around. Looks like some more action with Raz Daniels and Echo here at the second and third position in the LMP2 field. Yeah, Echo's been able to play the traffic a little bit to his... Ooh, he's going for it.
You're having a hell of a time trying to get past here, so
They're side by side through the corner, and it looks like Raz has made it stick back up into second. Him and Echo... Oh, Echo dives into the pits. Alright, so
Yeah, I'm struggling a bit. I don't
that's
know.
second place definitely secured for Raz Daniels for now. Echo is going to go ahead and fulfill his pit strategy. I'm assuming it's halfway through the race here, and he'll probably not be trying to...
33 minutes.
Probably not be trying to make another stop during the race here.
There you go. Nice slipstream.
Ice is hanging back behind Harold here.
Oh, these tires want to kill me.
Looks like
Don't let him.
Sula, I can't quite tell the gap from here. It looks like Sula's just about 10 seconds ahead of Ice now at this point. And so Sula and Vernix have managed at least a temporary 1-2 in the GTE class right now. I don't think Ice is gonna forgive them so easily for that, but we'll see how the pit strategy comes into play for these GTE guys. It seems like quite a few LMP2 have already hit the pits, so I'm not sure if they're chewing through tires more than the GTE field due to higher downforce and what have you. We'll just have to see. Yeah, Kerman into a 20-second lead now. He's just gone. He's just gone. Forget about him. I
wish in the position thing on P-Cars 2 it said your class only.
Just really, really fantastic performance from Kerman. We'll stay on board with him here. Make sure he's not cutting any corners, because that is a absolutely massive lead in his class. Looks like he's about to lap Harold, actually. Let's see. Oh, something going on with Dabo T'Challa? Not quite yet. Ice has pulled right up to Sula's rear here. I'm not sure what happened there. I think since Harold moved up in front of Sula, Sula got a little bit caught out by that LMP car. Oh, Sula's gonna be feeling that pressure now. Ice is like an interrogator out here on the track. He will apply the pressure wherever he feels. Quick stop is 25 to 30 seconds. So yeah, that could once Kerman takes his spot, they could have another race on their hands. Absolutely. Looks like Raz Daniels has managed to shrink Kerman's lead to about 16 seconds now. So he's catching up a little bit. Kerman might be losing his tires a little bit, or maybe just settling off on the race pace for now, since he's got a very operational lead here. Who's that? That's not Vernix. That's a different different GTE car there that they were getting caught up with. Excuse my rampant roof cam switching. It's not usually as bad when you can hit the trackside camera and watch a whole pack at once, but things are a little more complicated. Dabo hasn't quite caught up with T'Challa yet, but he's been keeping within that second gap for a long time, so as soon as T'Challa makes any mistake here, Dabo is absolutely going to capitalize on that. Dabo actually also has been putting in some very strong performances on iRacing. He doesn't always race in the races that I've broadcasted, but he also is a very, very practiced driver. He's made quite a few of the nicely edited videos on the PCDC YouTube channel. Guy's got some chops. It looks like Errol has finally moved back up into the LMP2 pack and out of the way of the GTE field for the time being. Here's Ice still just drastically laying on the pressure, and it looks like his rear's slipped out entirely. That is the downfall of laying on that pressure so often. His tires are a bit gone right now, and the car can't quite reciprocate the pressure that he wants to put on Sula there. And that's Sula up 3.5 seconds ahead of him now. Very, very costly slip on Ice's part. That's Raz Daniels into the pits now. So he's slipped down into third position. We'll see. He might have enough time to pit and come out in third still. Mad Dog getting caught up with Sam here. Oh, a little bit of contact there maybe. Looks like he makes it through. Looks like Sam is out a headlight. Doubtful from that incident, so I'm not sure if people have been bullying Sam a little bit here. It looks like Mad Dog's not done. He wants more. He is living for the overtake right now. Really massive speed coming into these sweepers. That's Sula and Ice into the pits now. So they have leveled that field out a little bit. Looks like probably it was time for both of them to get those tires changed. That's Parney into second place in GTE class. Way to go, Parney, on that. Mad Dog is going for it. Not quite happening there. And yeah, that T'Challa went off track there, it looked like. And Mad Dog gained the position there. And that's Bill Kerman into his pit stop now. So we'll see how much the second place LMP2 can make up here. Can't quite tell what the gaps are yet. It looks like Kerman kind of got stuck in the pits here for a second. And that's Kerman into second. Yeah, Echo is now 10 seconds ahead of Raz in fourth place. And that's Kerman re-emerging onto the track in second place in LMP2 class. Lethargic is leading, but I don't believe Lethargic has pitted yet. So Kerman might just snatch that lead right back out from under him. Still a 23-second lead to P3, Echo. We'll see if they can make that up. Sludactyl is coming up on Echo here. Looking for that podium. Where's GTE at? So Vernix still P1 GTE. Parney still P2 GTE. Jav is into third. Extrovert into fourth in GTE. Sula and Ice, 5th and 7th respectively. So they're going to have a lot of ground to make up coming out of the pits if they want that prior position. Don't know what happened with Sula there, but he's carrying on. Mad Dog staying hungry, but not quite making it happen on Dabo. Ice is coming. I don't think this is for position here. Because, oh yeah, no it is. My the timing screen was just a little off. But that's Ice looking for P4 in GTE class here. But Dick's just not giving it to him. Looks like Sam has incurred a penalty along the way. Not sure what that's for. A 10-second penalty. And track limits are off. It's possible that was for a pit speeding or pit line crossing. Mad Dog is closing the distance here. And we know he's going to go for it on one of these corners. Living up to his name, certainly a very, very aggressive driver. He wants to cut through the field. He just might make it happen. Dabo is a little more refined, restrained, keeps up a steady pace, but oh my goodness, just as I say that, Dabo gets entirely caught out. I guess I don't know about Dabo. Maybe he's a risky guy after all, because something definitely went wrong there. And that's our GTE class leader Vernux into the pits now, and Jab a Nice Day into the pits as well. Looks like Vernux is re-emerging just ahead of where we are. Kerbin's on that fresh set of tires now, and he is closing that distance rapidly. He's going to be an absolute threat to Lethargic here. So that's 13 seconds and closing to Bill Kerman in second position in LMP2 class. Vernux, who has come out of the pits, still in the lead, has a 10-second gap to his teammate Sula right behind him. So now 1, 2, 3, Sula, Vernux, Sula, and Ice are most likely fulfilled on their pit strategy, and they're going to be fighting it out to the end in the GTE class here. We got some very, very exciting battles coming up, I'm sure. Here's Raz Daniels scooting up to Celeb Dactyl. Oh, a little late on the brakes, or was Celeb early? It's hard to say, but that distance closed quite fast. Always makes me nervous. See if Raz Daniels can get enough. See if he can get a good enough exit out of here into the left-hand kink. He may be able to make something happen here on this next straight section. Possibly not. Oh, he went for it after all. Oh my goodness, they are side by side through the turn. Looks like maybe a little bit of contact there. Not too much though. Didn't hear any crunch, and nobody went off the track, so nobody was really put out for time there, and Raz Daniels is still in a good position to make. Oh my goodness, really testing those braking zones here. Yeah, he had to step on it a little too much to avoid Celeb's back end there. It looks like Celeb's pulled off ahead of him a fair bit, and now the traffic comes into play. So it is far from over here with the battle between Celeb Dactyl, and Celeb goes off the track, catches Raz Daniels. Oh, and now they're scrambling to get back to the race. I don't know what happened there exactly. But they're right back at it. They're very lucky that there was no traffic there because they were able to scramble back onto the track and keep fighting it out within, I don't even know, just a handful of seconds there. Really, really unfortunate. Oh, and that looks like Celeb's into the pits, possibly for some damage that's incurred. And Raz Daniels, not sure if he got some damage to the front splitter there or if he was just completely thrown off by Celeb's going into the pits. I know that happens to me, but I think Raz Daniels might be a little more professional than that. But sometimes you just follow someone off like that, you know? You see somebody that you're trying to gain some time on, and all of a sudden they're off the track, and we're so close to their bumper, just following them, that you kind of forget where the track limits are, and you go off yourself. So, not sure. We're on board with Apex Envy here, looking to catch up to who's MAS Mason in the Her Royal Majesty Racing Team PCBC car. Got to pit soon by the looks of it. Yeah, looks like Lethargic's in the pits. I think that's his only pit stop so far, with 17 minutes left to go in the race. So he will be getting passed by Kerman here on his pit stop. Possibly Echo. There's about a 30-second gap to Echo as well. So he may just be coming out in time to fight for his podium, and we'll have some fresher tires leading into the dying laps of the race. So it's quite possible that Lethargic could maintain a podium here, but it is unlikely that anybody's going to catch Kerman unless, you know, dare I say, something bad happens to him. But I don't think that's going to happen, honestly, because Kerman can deal with traffic really well. We saw on the Into the Night race where we had 3 classes on the Brands Hatch Indy circuit, and Kerman was just not bothered at all by the traffic. He maintains a lead really well through traffic. I don't know how he does it. That's Lethargic back out onto the track, right behind Echo, and back marker. Yeah, that's that yellow and white car is a back marker. Not quite sure who, but this is definitely going to make Lethargic's job a little bit harder. Looks like a fairly polite back marker, at least here, as Lethargic continues his chase here. That's Raz Daniels still in the pits. He must have needed some significant repair after that incident with Celebdactyl. Check in with our GTE field here. Looks like Sula's 9 seconds behind Vernix. His teammate still keeping that 1-2 up. Ice is like 10 seconds behind them by the looks of it, so it's going to be tough to see if the 1, 2, and 3 positions in GTE class will change. Whoa, Lethargic getting off into the grass a little bit there. These LMP cars definitely don't really appreciate being upset by the grass. He manages to keep it together. Catching a little bit of slipstream off this GTE back marker, but we'll see if he can turn it into anything meaningful here. And another Lethargic is not catching a break here at all as he spins into the hairpin. Bad luck, bad luck. Absolutely. He was getting the worst of the traffic, and now a big spin going into the hairpin. Looks like Dick's trying to run up on Extrovert here. I don't know if he's going to be able to make that happen or not, as a LMP car gets between them here. That's Sam. Is that Sam with another penalty? The same penalty, possibly. It's hard to say. I don't really know how that. I don't know how that system works exactly. Here's Vernix with the LMP2 car behind him. Probably fast enough to keep him back there if he's not the polite type, but we'll see if he lets anybody by. Here's Extrovert coming up on Pauly, passing Pauly. I'm not sure what exactly the move was there, but he's managed to make it stick. So that's Pauly into 5th place in the GTE class, Extrovert into 4th. And a big spin for Extrovert. That's Pauly back into 4th position. And Dick into 5th. Extrovert is sat off to the side, waiting for a time to enter the track, and he's done it, but in 7th place now. Bad luck there. So suffice to say, that's Kerman getting a 27-second lead again. Just monstrous pace out of Kerman today. He seems to really be in his element in the fastest car in the class, or in the fastest class, and dealing with the slower traffic. It's definitely a skill you need to have if you're going to be getting podiums in the LMP class here. And I've seen him masterfully deal with the traffic on the Brands Hatch Indy circuit with it was GTE, GT3. I forget what classes we had for that. I think it was GTE, GT3, and GT4, and he just weaved his way through with no issues whatsoever. Going too deep on the brakes there. I popped up the speedo because I just wanted to see what gear and time he was speed he was doing there, and it was too much. Definitely too much there. GTE, GT4, GT5. Thank you, Pedro. And welcome to anybody that's just joined us. I haven't been watching the viewer count, but it looks like we got a few more than when we started. We're 11 minutes out from the end of the hour-long race here at Silverstone. Yeah, it's the first race of the main series in Season 2 for us. If you'd like to join any of our this series or any of our sort of fun side series, check out pcdc.link, and you can just come join us with some good racing. We have some really well curated events. Really passionate team putting together the series, and just some really fantastic driving. And the nice thing is there's a good mix of drivers in Project Cars Drivers Club as well. We've got three AOR Elite League drivers in this race, but we've got, you know, really competitive drivers that are PCDC moderators, and then we've got everybody in terms of skill level from there. Like there's always somebody to have a battle with on the track. I'm usually up there fighting with Parney and Jans, and it's a good time. We're midfield guys a lot of the time, and we always have fun because there's always someone to battle with. It's not everybody's an alien in the group, so it's always a good time. Yeah, it does look like 22 runners now. We've had some retirements. Not quite sure who, but yeah, some more drivers have dropped out. Significant amount, actually. Let's see what's up with Dabo here. Yeah, looking for that 6th place, but yet to be determined if... Oh, he's probably going to get slowed down a fair amount by this Ford GTE here. Little reckless there. He recovered well enough, but that's not quite enough to do it there. That's Errol just behind him. T'Challa is in the pits now. Oh, bad luck. Yeah, if you land upside down, that's basically game over, because especially on a full grid like this, you're not gonna get, even if you have a reset button bound, you might not get the reset because there's always some traffic around. That is a little bit of a race killer, very unfortunate. Oh, here's Japanese Day looking to get into 5th position here. Squeeze through the inside, not quite. He loses it on the inside, makes contact with Dick there. Extrovert saw the whole thing. Oh, we'll chime in with driver radio here. I haven't been listening to driver radio for ages.
Yeah. 557.
Had a lot to talk about. It's been a very exciting race so far.
LMP trying to get past as well.
Put the inside logic.
Whoa!
That's fun again.
Oh, there's a little bit of a contact between Extrovert and Dick. Hopefully no damage to anybody's aero there, otherwise that can be a race killer at this point in the race.
No favours allowed.
And that's Extrovert past Dick, but not by much. He does make it stick here going into the next turn.
Give me a nice toe on one of these straight seconds. Oh, never mind, you didn't get past it.
Oh, at some point, Ice moved up into 2nd place, and Dick is spun. Bad news. If I remember correctly, Ice was behind Sula last time we checked, but it looks like he's moved up into 2nd place in the GTE category. He's now only 5 seconds behind Vernix, and Sula is 3 seconds behind him. These guys are going to be fighting it out something fierce in the last 6.5 minutes here in the race. Extrovert's still up behind Jav. I'm interested in these splits here because there's going to be some action. It might just be right here pretty soon. Extrovert's still going for Jav. Kerman is in a 36-second lead in the LMP2 field. Yeah, the timing thing gets a little odd sometimes. Kind of gotta take the timers with a grain of salt. Sometimes they're not always the most accurate.
I've had about 4 spins this race.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's alright, Nick. We'll make it through. We'll make it through anyhow.
All mine have just been me taking stupid risks.
Hey, Ice.
We're on with race leader Bill Kerman here.
You know how I
seeing,
had trouble passing her earlier, right?
Yeah.
Seeing how he does
I
it.
had my fuel mix on lean.
Lol. That'll be a problem.
Yeah.
Can you set up buttons to change that?
It's
It's
in your
Davo Wabo into the pits
Yeah,
here.
deep button.
Kind of late into the race. Not sure what happened there.
Because I've never actually assigned
Getting
buttons.
Getting a marker for Extrovert here, but he's still just sticking around a second behind Jav there.
It's only the in-game menu. Let's do it.
You can change it in your actual setup though if you want to just run the whole race on the lead for whatever reason.
I got my finger on the trigger for Extrovert as soon as he gets... Yeah, he's getting very close
It's only for
to
endurance stuff.
Jav's time
You
here.
really need to save fuel.
Man, I'm getting hungry. This race is sponsored by whatever I'm gonna eat after the race because I'm starving. Oh, T'Challa. Ooh, T'Challa and Dabo having a little...
Come on, Bernard. Just have one
Ooh,
little
Dabo's
spin.
losing his back end there, trying to keep up with T'Challa. They're having a little what for? Having a little bit of a knockdown drag out here.
Make it about 60.
Why do you right?
Are you in Harry Rose?
Looks like that may be dissipating.
150th of a Bitcoin.
Oh, we got more stuff popping up. I can't keep up with it.
I can send you a bit of a coin.
Oh man, their splits are looking very close on the main screen, but it looks like Dabo's still got a fair amount of work to do. If he wants that pass. Extrovert's still kind of working on job here.
Wow, okay.
Not a lot doing.
Just an FYI around that.
Thanks, Hannah.
Here we go again, Harold. Oh, you going down the outside? See that car going around the hairpin now? Just tipping over.
Let's go.
Alright.
You're being noisy. Wouldn't you guess my dog's being noisy? That's whoa. LMP car coming out of nowhere up to Extrovert's side. Oh, big contact there. Bad news, bad news. And that's 2 minutes left. Ollie, come play, come watch the race, Doc. Come here, bud. Alright, so
So much easier to pass GTs now.
2 minutes left here. What did I miss while I was hailing the dog? That's Extrovert up into P6 for GTE. Oh, coming real close there. That's Extrovert back down into P6. With our leaders, Kerman is a 43-second lead ahead of P2 and LMP2. That's lethargic, probably a little over 10 seconds behind Echo and P2. Oh my goodness, Extrovert's getting a little hungry for the pass on Jav here, taking out a brake marker, giving him a little knock-knock. Extrovert really wants this pass.
One more lap, isn't there?
Yeah, that LMP2 Sam is having a little bit of an issue, it seems. I'm not sure if the penalty is taking effect on. Oh, and there's 30 seconds left of the race here. We'll see if Extrovert can take it home against Jev here. I don't know if yeah, there's a 13-second gap between P1 and 2 in GTE class, and then it looks like Sula's a good 3.5 seconds behind Ice. So there's probably not much doing there unless. What is going on here? Ice has caught up to Vernix. Oh, is that a back marker behind them, or? Yeah, that's Vernix in the green. Getting real caught out. He may have had a chance to do something there, but it's going to be tricky to make anything happen here. Now that that's happened. Oh yeah. Thanks, Simple. Simple, you're good. You should just be a co-commentator with me. So this is our leader, Bill Kerman. He's got a good handful of turns left here before he completes the race. Extrovert's still looking for that pass on Jev. But this will be the final lap. Oh, Kerman has spun out on the final lap. Oh my goodness. I think he's recovered, but that is bad news. He's just going right back on. I don't think the gap has reduced anything meaningful to Echo in P2, but oh, there's another spin out. People are pushing really, really hard. It looks like Ice has caught up with Vernix here, but this will be Bill Kerman finishing the race, P1 winner in LMP2 class. Let's check in with Ice here. He is on Vernix's tail looking for P1 in GTE, and it is coming down to the wire here. We've got 135 seconds left of the race, and Ice might be able to make something happen here on Vernix. This is not what Vernix wanted to see on the last lap of the race. Oh, Ice is going to be pushing really hard here. We'll see if he can keep it together.
No driving into people when we finished.
At some point, Extrovert made the pass on Jav, but I am going to wait to see if... we're definitely going to keep our eyes here to see if Ice can make a last-ditch effort to get the pole position in GTE. This is just stressing me out, I tell you.
Tell you what though, nice overtaking by the LMP guy. Nice and clean.
Oh, sneaking up the inside, made a big bump to big bump to Vernix. He's going to be kind, rewind, and let him take his position back as they are approaching the main straight. That was Ice's big chance, and unfortunately could not keep off of Vernix there, but he did the right thing there by giving him his position back.
I almost got
And
you,
that's
that was fucking close.
Sula in third position there for GTE.
Yeah, I was wondering what was going on.
Let's see who's
I know there must have been something wrong.
still back here. Mason's just chilling. I don't know if these guys
Oh,
know
you
that
have
the
the
clock's
same
still
problem
running
with
for another
Aerial
45 seconds.
where it's just not doing
Yeah,
what
very,
your steps
very honorable move. Good on him.
That sucks.
Proud of him for that. This is Paulie in fourth place in GTE class.
I
didn't have
Just
any
about to be
incidents,
coming
and
across the
still
line.
like 40 seconds on the road.
think I had 4
Who knows?
spins.
Whoa!
I wasn't even close to you. I don't understand why.
Somebody had a little bit of a mishap
Is there a
there.
big guy out the middle of the track?
Second stint there.
Well, that was.
I know it wasn't close.
I don't know if
Bear in mind, guys,
I don't know if these guys have crossed the line. I think they just kind of gave up once they saw the race was over. Anyway, that looks like the race. Looks like Bill Kerman took first overall. That's Echo second in LMP2 class, and we're just gonna go to the final screen here. That's Echo in P2 in LMP2 class. Lethargic takes a third, rounding out the podium in LMP2 class. 5 aces. Vernix managed to take first in the GTE class. Ice took second. Really exciting battle towards the end there. And Sula not quite managing to get that 1-2 with his teammate Vernix, but some very fast racing there on these guys' part. Very good team effort, and that's going to put their team well into the lead for now. Really, really great racing. We'll be doing it again next week. 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, US, 8 p.m. London, UK time. Thank you all for joining us. I appreciate it. If you're interested in joining PCDC, pcdc.link, check it out. Check us out. Come race with us. But otherwise, we'll see you next Saturday. Thank you all for coming. Goodbye.